Hey ho! God, rushing about at the bloody last minute again. I'm actually sitting, I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm actually having a bowly, not a bowly soup, I'm having a muggy soup, having my dinner at the moment. So, how is everybody? As an aging rock star would say, it's good to be back. Evening, Matt. Yeah, it's good to be back again, guys. I'm not going to go into any details, but I've had stuff on, stuff that I've had to kind of real life. You know what I mean? Real life does come along from time to time, and things have to take priority and what have you. And to be perfectly honest with you, when you're not in the right frame of mind, you simply can't do stuff like this. You've got to have your head in place. And it hasn't been for the last wee while, but I'm okay, don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely fine. So, anyway, yeah, you've seen the title. If there's anything better than playing absolutely fantastic racing games, it's playing absolutely pish ones. So, hang on, I'm just going to adjust this camera. There we go, that's better. Yeah, it's playing terrible race games. So, I don't know if Dell's in tonight. Is Dell in yet? He normally collates any comments, any racing game that is particularly pish. Put your comments down below, and we'll give it a go. So I'm going to just kick off with one. In fact, I should have loaded them up my emulator first. So how is everybody? It's been a wee. It feels like it's been a wee while actually. I did manage to get a Friday waffle out, which I was quite pleased for. Um, but yeah, how are you? I tell you, although it's kind of getting cold, it's still really murky, really murky. Now, oops, you may notice two of these bad boys. Two Vectrexes. Yes, the Vectrex finally arrives. I did talk about it in the waffle. My mate Jason has been trying to get it back to me for the best part of a year, and it's not been Jason's fault at all. We've just been let down stupid with DPD. I think we actually ran out of companies to try and get this thing back to me. But it eventually arrived, and I have to say it's in perfect working order, so that is good. So anyway, I'm going to kick off with what is it called? Is it Formula? Else if I can. Well, I'm going to share the screen in two ticks. Uh, Not that one. Not that one. Oh, is it that one? No, it's not that. Oh, what the hell is it called? Or is it Grand Prix? Oh, come on, what's the name of it? It's an absolutely god awful racing game on the Amiga. It was one of the first Amiga games I actually bought. What the hell is it called? What the hell is it called? Ah, that's going to annoy me. That's going to annoy me. Wait a minute. I'm going to jump into Amiga database and see if I can find it. Yeah, I've got a few suggestions. Lovely Overdrive on the BBC Micro. We'll give that a go. Wait a minute. I'm sure it's Grand Prix something. Grand Prix Master. Oh, that's annoying me. What the hell is it? Wait a minute. It's called. I've actually done a video called "Broken Games What Are Broken." Let me see if I can find it because that is a surefire winner. Let's have a wee look at my playlist. Possibly the worst game ever. Is that maybe one of them? It's bounty feature in it. Ah, there we go. Grid Start. How could I forget Grid Start? Right. Oh, bollocks. I've just closed that down. Right. Grid Start. Right. Let me share the screen. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Thanks very much for tuning in tonight. Share screen. Hopefully this is going to behave itself again. Pop. There we go. Right. I want to hide that. Yeah, Grid Start. Let's have a look. Now, this was a game that I saw. I just not long got my Commodore Amiga, and I went to. Where did I go? I went to a. It wasn't even a computer shop. It was. It was a little. It was like a kind of office. This was back in the day before computers. Computer games weren't really getting sold. You couldn't buy games in shops, so you had to go to these kind of wee sort of hobbyist places. I think it was like I think they sold, what do you call it, like shareware and that kind of stuff. And I remember seeing this game and I looked at the box and I thought, oh, that looks really nice. In fact, let's see if we can. No, I'll not bother looking for the cassette inlay. But yeah, Enduro Racer. Is Del Boy in today? I've not seen him yet. He's a wee bit quiet. Exactly, Lewis. I'm playing the games, so you don't have to. Right. By the way, Lewis, thank you very much for that very kind offer of that little system. I'll be delighted to take it off your hands at Arcade Club in a few weeks. So yeah, this one, it looks alright. It's by Anko. Now Anko, they used to be called Analog in the 8-bit days, and they did some really good games. So when I saw this, I thought this was going to be wonderful. Apart from having Michael Jackson on the podium, I mean, it kind of, well, I don't know. Right, so, alright, okay, right, practice. No, we don't want to practice. We want to, how do we change that? Practice, right, we want to compete. Right, we'll put my initials in. Oh, bollocks. Can I type on the keyboard? No, it doesn't matter, right. Oh, doesn't bloody matter. Right, anyway, initials. Brands Hatch. Is Brands Hatch still a thing? Is that still a racetrack? Right, novice. We'll go for amateur. We'll go for amateur. And then we'll start. Now it starts off nice. I think nothing wrong with that. What's the big problem with that, Mamemeister? I hear you ask. Well, just. Don't you love computers? Ah, bloody hell. Why did that crash? I wonder if it's because. Wait a wee minute. Right, Amiga A600. Right, I'm going to put it on the A500. Oh, bloody. Never work with animals, kids, or home computers, particularly WinUAE. Evening 8-bit Steve. Anyway, listen, I'm just going to have a quick swatch, see who we've got in tonight. Like that. Oh, come on, why is that not loading now? I'm not going to piss about with this for very long. Grid start. I mean, it loaded a minute ago. We'll give it one more go, and then if not, I think we'll try the floppy disk. Yeah, we've got 27 people in. Wow, you've obviously missed your fix of pish games with an aging Scots bloke. Let's see if it's going to run. Right, come on. Evening, Mad Commodore. How are we, Squire? Yeah, Matt'll know all about wanting we kids. Right, compete. Right, we're going to stick it on amateur. Done. Right, we're going to go for now. Let's see, is it going to start this time? Right, I'm going to give it one more. I want you to see this game. Trust me, it's awful. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try. No, I'm just going to. Hey, floppies, right. You don't get this faffing about in any other YouTube channels, do you? But that's the where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in things just working? What are we looking for? We're looking for emulators, and then I'm looking for Amiga. If I can find it. Is it under Commodore Amiga? Where the hell is it? There we go, Amiga at the top. Where's games? Games. Classic Workbench, games. What's it called? Grid Start. Let's see if it's there. Grid Start. No, that's a bloody hard drive file, isn't it? Okay, so at this rate, it's going to be. That's the ROMs. Where's my games? Right, wait a minute. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go into my game base, emulator, game base, There's the Amiga, there it is there, Amiga there, games, bound to have it, grid start, all this faff just to show you a pish game, and it's not got it. Why has it not got it? X is right, you know what, I'm going to do one last thing, I'm going to try and load this in using my game base thing. That's a pain in the bloody chuff. Right. God, it's bloody 7:15 and we've not even washed a single dish. Right, grid start. Right, come on, why is it not? Oh, God. Have I got another Amiga game base thing? Right. That's a pain in the arse. Why is that not working? Right, I'm going to give this thing one last go. Right, A500, A600. I'm going to try A1200. Give it a go in that. See if that works. Evening, Dave. How are you, mate? Right, I'm not even. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's just go to done. Is it going to work? Hey, there you go. Right, why is this sound just stopped? Go figure, this is an ancient game. This is an absolute ancient game and it doesn't work on Amiga 500 and it only works on the Amiga 1200. Now right away you're thinking, well, I don't see a whole lot wrong with this game. It looks nice, but there lieth the problem. You're just trying to accelerate. You so much as brush against a bay of hail, you explode like a burning inferno. And then also when you corner, your your car takes up literally the whole track. And then you'll get cars that will come up from behind you. You've got absolutely no warning. A car's going to come up from behind you. Why? How do I use my boost? I can't remember. It's just utterly, it's unforgiving. The thing is, it actually, I mean, it looks alright. Oh, bollocks. If it just made, I mean, look at the size of that graphic. How do I get back? Drop down a gear. If they just made the car sprite when it's turning not as big, and why'd it explode? Why'd it explode when I hit a bale of hay? Because I mean the graphics themselves are fine, right? We're probably going to, because I'm taking so long, we're probably going to get some cars coming up from behind. Now I have to say I'm not really qualified to comment on the ins and outs of driving a Formula 1 track, a car around a track, but somehow I don't think the car would explode if you touched a bale of hay. I just don't think that would happen. Now you might be saying, wait a minute, you're pish at this. You're pish at this. I am pish at this, but I mean, look at that. I've got to turn to get round the corner. So if I try and turn, your back wheel instantly touches the bale of hay and you explode. Right, we'll do one last lap and then we'll move on to something else equally as pish. See, the thing is, oh, there we go. Right, you're going to see another flaw in the game. A car will come up from behind me with absolutely no warning and just take me out. Yep, bollocks. Alright, that's blown my theory out the water. It does normally do that. It's more when you're cornering, you're going to get a car. So I'm going to try and go slow to see if it happens. And it's not happening. Obviously it's not going to happen because I'm doing it live. Right, anyway, enough of that shite. But trust me, that is not a good game. It looks alright, but it's just... If they'd made the sprites a bit smaller, it'd been absolutely fine. Right, anyway, let's have a wee look. Let's have a wee look for some suggestions. I think there was an early one from on the BBC, I think it was. Evening Hawkeye, how are you, mate? Always nice to see new people. Like I said, we're a friendly bunch in here, so always pop in and say hello. Right, a Rodian Thorn saying Overdrive on the BBC Model B. Right, I'll just keep that Amiga emulator down there. What we're looking for again? BBC Model B. Where is it? I think it's under Acorn Mania. Overdrive, there we go. Superior software. Now, interestingly, it was programmed by Peter Johnson, who programmed the 16-bit versions of Arkanoid. I don't know if I can. I don't think. It's not a very big screen, is it? The problem is if I try and make that larger, it's going to. Right, you know what? You're just going to have to put up with this tiny little screen, unfortunately. What I'll do is I'll narrow that down. Oh, I can't even do that. No, I'm a Alright, oh Jesus, right. ZX Shift Space. Alright, come on, how do we move? Enter's doing nothing, shift's doing nothing. That is a lot of cars, by the way. Right, I don't appear to be able to move. Shift, control possibly? Alternate? Alright, I don't think there's let's see if there's any instructions. I'm going to have to come out of this at the moment. Disk version. That shouldn't make any difference. Alright. Alright, asterisks. Does anybody know what the asterisks, what key does the asterisk? Does it give us a layout? I don't think it does. If we can't play it, we're going to have to move swiftly on, I'm afraid. Or is it going to be shift? Ah, right, I'll wait a minute. I wonder if I can do... Have I got to hold down the shift? I think I do. Right, I've got to hold down... I've got to hold down the shift button and press the asterisk. Jesus, that is quick. that's the thing. I mean, it looks alright. It's fast. It's pretty smooth. It is difficult, I have to say, but especially if you want to get any sort of speed, then they become unfeasibly fast. Yeah, possibly that's why it's been included, because it's just, obviously in racing games you need to get a licky speed going, and yeah, the minute you start going anything above, what, about 150 miles an hour, the cars just come flying down the screen. Right, we'll give it one more go, I think. Oh, I got a bonus. I don't know why. I didn't deserve it. It's like keyboard gymnastics. I've got my pinky in the shift button, and then I've got my middle finger pressing the accelerator. Now I'm going to take it a wee bit slower, like that. Now what I like about this, I can actually take my hand off the keyboard. Now, I don't think there's anything fundamentally wrong with this game, but what I'm kind of the feeling I'm getting from this is it's ultimately, the cars are just endless, and there's no real, there's just endless cars. It's not like you can say, oh, I'm gaining on a car. It's just cars after car after car. It feels more like one of these kind of dodge 'em type games that you get in mobile phones, like an endless runner type game. Yeah, anyway, what is that? That is, I can't even remember the name of that one. That is, what was it called? Overdrive, and that is on the BBC. Yeah, it's not the greatest game, bit boring if I'm being honest. Excuse me. Yeah, apologies, I can't actually, I'm trying to kind of find the games. I don't know, is Del Boy in yet? I don't know if he's turned up. Let me just have a quick wee look. Dale, are you in? I don't think he is. Or is there anyone else? No, Dale's not tuned in tonight. That's a bit strange. Is anyone else? Neil Ox, would it be possible if you could go through the comments? Oh, there's Adam's done it. Thank you. Right, Autobahn on his C16. Incidentally, I was playing, I had a shot of Arkanoid that's just been released for the Plus 4. I don't know if it's a C16 as well, and it's actually really, really good. It's a nice one. Right, what we're looking for, we're looking for the C16 Plus 4, and it's called Autobahn. There we are, by Tynesoft. Programmed by Patrick Strazen in 1985. Right, let's give this a go. Oh my god. Right, wait a minute. I think... Right, I'm not going to try and do it full screen because it'll probably mess everything up. God, listen to that sound. I think I can honestly say I have never played a driving game where you race from right to left. It's just wrong. Right, joystick. Oh shit, did I hit key? I don't know what I did there. Yeah, that sound. Come on, how do we start? A minute. Oh god, listen to that music. Joystick settings. Swap joystick maybe? Swap joystick. That's still not working. Right, I think I'm going to have to reload it and go for keys. That sound would absolutely put me off playing this. Right, we'll try again. Oh, wait a wee minute, what does that say? Autobahn. Port 1. Well, see, that says port 1. Right, we'll try this one. We'll give this one a go. How do we do? Warp, is it the same? Yeah, I think it is the same controls. I did, to be fair, Craig, I did ask for push games. Right, here we go. Let's listen to some wonderful music. Warp mode. Oh God, that is. Why would somebody think that is acceptable? Joystick. Right, and as soon as you start with the joystick, I mean, it started the game, but it's not playing. God, and then we've got the music. Right, we're going to try once more. I'm going to load up this one. At least that loads instantly, or maybe that's not a good thing. Right, we're going to go for keys. K. Right, it doesn't appear we can even move. Nothing is working. Nothing is working. None at all. Oh my God, what's happening now? Yeah, you're right, Adam. It actually does sound a bit like thrust the first 3 seconds until it turns into a shed load of cats getting burned alive. Oh, what's going on here? Right, that's enough of that. Sorry, I'm not going to apologise. We gave it a go, Craig, but alas, yeah, it's not working. That's probably a good thing. Listen, thank you very much to everybody that's jumped in tonight. It's very much appreciated. It is good to be back. I did miss being in last week. Right, anyway, where are we, Adam? Where are we? Adam did post. Hope Del Boy's alright. It's not like him to miss a stream. Test drive. Oh yeah, we've got to get a bit of Titus. We've got to get a bit of supercars as well. Not supercars, crazy cars. Right. Test drive. Oh, is that a different test drive, Adam? You're saying test drive by Titus. I wasn't aware. I thought it was the Accolade one. Is there a different test drive? Right, what we're looking for, Atari ST. Test drive. No, the only test drives I've got are the only test drives I've got are the Accolade ones. But to be fair, they're not the greatest. Right, tell you what, let's go for the original test drive because it's a bit shit. We'll go for the Atari ST one. Right, play game. This was a game that. Oh, why did that go wee again? This is a game that absolutely blew our socks off back in 1987. Now, when you had an 8-bit machine and then you saw graphics like that, you wanted an ST or Amiga, and that was no different. Why does it keep going small? That's bloody annoying. Behave yourself. Now, it kinda looked like you felt, wow, I'm driving an original, I'm driving a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, whatever. That's a bit loud, hang on. turn it down a wee bit. What happened? What happened there? Yeah, it seems impressive because you're getting to drive a high performance car on your computer. And the problem is, what's going on? Why I'm not even crashing. Yeah, the problem with this game is it's fur coating, no knickers. In other words, it looks nice. Evening, Chris. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you, mate. I hope you're doing okay. So I should really stop referring. People that I know in real life, I always refer to them by their first name. But I should really, for the purpose of the internet, I should really refer to people as their avatar. So yeah, good evening, Gadget UK. I hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, I think I blew my engine. That's what it was. Yeah, this game it looks impressive. And then you're driving along, obviously on the wrong side of the road, because it's an American game, and you think, yeah, where's the traffic? And you think, yeah, it's bound to happen, it's bound to appear, and you wait. Oh, there's a car. Yeah, it's pretty damn dull, and I think the problem with this one, I don't know if the later games improved it, if anyone can tell. I mean, there was loads of them. I don't know how many test drives there were for the Amiga and ST. There was different add-on discs, but this one, all you did was you drove around this bloody mountain. So I don't think you ever. Oh, we've got a police scanner thing. Let's put the foot down. I'm apparently doing 90 odd miles an hour. Thing is, the update's alright. The update of the game's alright, it's just a complete lack of any real action. And you realise, oh, there's the police, you realise it's as dull as dishwater. Out my road! Yeah, right, I think that's enough of that. Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't say it's one of the worst driving games ever, but it's far from good. Test Drive 2, California Challenge, Muscle Cars. I just want to, very quickly, I want to just load up the Duel. I want to load up a more modern one and see if it was any better, because I've never actually played any of them other than the very, very first one. Delicious homemade soup. Oh, can't be bought up, is it? Oh, enter code. Does anyone know the code? I think it might be 573. There we go. Memory. Memory like an elephant. So this came out 3 years later. I want to see if it's any less pish. Thing is, when you're getting title screens like this, it looks awesome. Your car, right, let's race against the computer. Sorry, Country Road, I think it was cracked so you could type in anything basically. Aye, go and wash your mouth out with soap, young Mr. Jones. Motor Mania on the C64. That was one of my, at least we've got automatic gears. That was one of my first ever, God, I'm all over the place. I'm getting visions of hard driving on the C64. Oh, God. Well, apart from me being completely inept at trying to drive the damn thing, it's certainly got better graphics. It's a bit more open. You've got other cars. You're not stuck to just driving round and round and round a mountain. Yeah, that is a lot better. I certainly wouldn't say. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to see that quickly. Right. Anyway, somebody was saying here. Right, I think. Yep, thanks, Neil. Cops and Robbers on the C64. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. Uh, Cops and Robbers. I see there's a few cops and cops and robbers. There we go. Ah, it's a here by Atlantis Software, no less. Released in 1985. Right. Alternate W. Oh, we don't want that. We want D. And I want to press that. We don't want unlimited lives. Nope, 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 nope. Right, let's take off the turbo. Nope. Press return to continue. Right, is this a driving game? That's what I'm just thinking, Mad Commodore. It's got to be a driving game. I'm not convinced this is. I'm going to press escape to see if it's written on. It doesn't appear to be written in basic. Right, well, we've loaded it up. We'll give it a quick go. Yeah, you need to bear in mind this game came out when Drop Zone was released. This game came out when Mission Impossible was released. Whilst I'm not a fan of Mission Impossible, technically it's still right. I'm not really convinced this is a driving game at all. Right, I'm going to come out of this. We can play this if we ever have another Pish games based on cops and robbers or something, and this will definitely get a look in. But no, I don't think this really qualifies, so we're going to come out of this. Right, what was the next one, Neil? Or sorry, Ox. Right, BMX Simulator in the Spectrum. That's controversial. Was that not meant to be a good game? That was one of these games that literally sold millions. ZX Spectrum, there we go. Yeah, I don't think Atlantis Software were exactly known for sterling games. Right, what we're looking for? We are looking for BMX Simulator. Now, I was a massive fan of what do you call it? Not Champion, Super Sprint on the Atari ST. That was brilliant. Yeah, this is definitely a controversial one. This is tell you what, before I load this, I thought this was programmed by the what do you call it? What are the twins? It did Dizzy. I thought they programmed it. Manual cover. Yes, there we go. I always loved how Codemasters self proclaimed their own games. Amazing realism that burns bumps and ramps. Really, that's bad. Really something. Work 7 different courses, each one harder. 2-player option and fantastic action replay option with slow mo. All make this That was weird. My internet just went off. It said no internet access. I mean, I've got this hardwired. I've got this hardwired into my router, and it just switched off. It said no internet access, but it's back again. Stupid computers. Anyway, right, we're back anyway. Right, so this is BMX Simulator on the Spectrum. Control options, one player. Let's go for Kempston. How do we get down to Kempston? K, cursor, space, there we go. Alright, space to change, enter to select. Right, okay, S to start. Right, and we're off. Have you got to keep... No, I couldn't remember if you've got to keep pressing the fire button. I think you can just keep your finger on the fire button. I mean, for a super sprint game, it's playable. I would argue that this is definitely not one of the worst racing games. It's actually quite good fun. I mean, I think it was like #1 in the charts. I think it was one of these games that was in the charts for like, I don't know. Oh, bollocks. Hang on. Oh, God. Ah, man, I hate computers. Right, sorry, I've just been playing that for a couple of minutes when you completely couldn't see it. Right, we'll try again. Right, we'll try again. A for... I don't want A for action replay. S to start game. Yeah, you heard me talking. Yeah, I would say that this is absolutely not a bad racing game. Nothing wrong with it. Hang your head in shame, Matt, if you nominated this game. It's not a patch in Super Sprint, but then it only did cost £1.99 or something, didn't it? Yeah, I thought it was the Oliver twins that programmed this, but evidently not. There we go. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. One little bit. Right, anyway, where are we? Let's hope we don't lose internet again. Right, Enduro Racer for the C64. Oh, you're not going to get any arguments from me in that one. That was a game I bought, and it was bloody awful. Right, Enduro Racer. It's a game that people never really talk about with any sort of love. I remember the first time I played Enduro Racer was in, I think it was a fast food takeaway in, where was it? Menorca, I think it was Mallorca. I was there with some pals. Control, not alternate D. There we are, and alternate W. Right, 2, we don't, oops, there we go. God, that's loud. Oh, man, we're off. I don't think there's any gears. No, apparently we're doing 199 kilometers an hour. Again, the problem with this game is you've got to hold the joystick forwards to move, and then you're trying to also corner whilst trying to pull back the joystick to kind of get a bit of air. The main sprite looks absolutely nothing like the main the main sprite in the arcade version. You know, it's an odd thing though I've noticed. I mean, I bought this and I thought it was absolutely awful. But playing it now, it's not as bad as I remember it to be. Maybe because I'm not playing, I realise it's an 8-bit game, it's not going to be good. Plus the fact that I didn't pay $9.99 to play it just now, you know what I mean? I suppose back then, if you just paid a tenner for this. And I find that with a lot of games, even games like OutRun on the 8-bits, yeah, they weren't good, but I don't think they don't appear as bad as they did back in the day. And oddly, conversely, games that I thought were really good back in the day, you play them now and you think, that's a weird one. I don't know who programmed this. Yeah, they could have, I don't know, reduced the graphics, whatever. It's not, well, it is a terrible game. It's not a game you'd want to play very often, but yeah, anyway. That's enough of that bollocks. That was Enduro Racer. Oops. Right, next Enduro Racer for C64. Rally Driver. Hiya. Aye, well, after I'm finished, Dave, I'm doing a live stream just now. Right, okay, I'll speak to you in a wee bit. Right, Rally Driver, ATV. So what, Rally Driver, is that in the C64? Does anybody know? Well, thank you, Colin. Thank you very, very much, Squire. That is very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. C64 Rally Driver. Now, wait a minute, that's... Rally Driver. Oh, is that it there? Is that it there? By Hill McGibbon. Who nominated Rally Driver? Yeah, that's the problem, Paul. You're trying to move forward. You're trying to accelerate by holding the joystick forwards, and then to jump, you've got to pull it back, which is decelerating, which is a bit daft. Right, Rally Driver. I've never actually seen this before. It does kind of look like a simulation rather than a sort of an arcade game. Yeah, we need to get, I mean, I know games like Cisco Heat, they're the ones that everybody remembers, but we need to play them tonight, absolutely. Right, Alt W for warp. Oh, there we go. Enter name of next competitor. I'll do. Get ready, Mame. Right, what's going to happen today? Road conditions very wet. Return to continue. And we're off, apparently. Now look at that. We've only literally... Look how slow these white lines, or these green lines, are actually moving. In reality, we're doing about, I don't know, 2 miles an hour, but apparently we're doing 100 miles an hour. Evening, Kev, how are you, mate? Sorry, down the rabbit hole. I need to stop using people's real names, because that's why we have these on the internet. Good golly. I mean, look. Look at how long the trees are taking to update. I would love to actually read the cassette and lay this just to see what this game was supposed to be about. High speed thrills and spills, no doubt. Fast arcade action. Evening, Panther, how are you, mate? Nice to see you, buddy. I hope you're well, mate, Manny. Yeah, that is. I've never seen this before, and it is pish. I mean, we're literally driving at walking pace. Oh, hang on a second, there's a cow. Right, that is enough of that, dearie me. I've never seen that before. And that came out when? 1984. Advert. Let's have a look at the advert and let's see just what it says. Rally driver. That was a rally game. Surely this must be the best racing car type game for the Spectrum, apparently. I mean, look at that. If you're going to put a screenshot, at least try and make it interesting. But look at it. It's a barren road. Car rally needing skillful driving and map reading. You choose the route. Ah, dear. That is an absolute woeful game. Right. Anyway. Next. ATV Simulator in the Spectrum. ATV, there we go. Right, my Codemasters. I could never. This is meant to be one of the. I'm sure. I think Brian's in the stream tonight. I'm sure this is one of the games that he always asks me to play on the Amstrad. Actually uses the joysticks, which is good, without having to configure it. Right, pressing fire button makes them jump up in the air, and we're off. So is this? I've never actually played this game apart from when I played it on the. Oh, bollocks. Oh, get back in, you fool. Come on, how do you get in? Bloody get in. Up, down, fire button. Oh, I'm back in the race again. There we go. Why is it doing that? It's kind of a bit like Kickstart, but it's not a patch in Kickstart. Kickstart is one of the finest budget games you'll ever. It's one of the finest C64 games in my opinion. Only bettered with the second one. Right, how do you get into it? You got to. There we go again. Again, I'm going to argue and say this is not one of the worst driving games. I'm sure there's plenty of people probably quite enjoy this. Again, I'm assuming this was a budget game since it was released by Codemasters. Nothing wrong with this, really, is there? Wow, 40 people watching tonight. That is awesome. You guys have obviously. I take it you're not watching bloody Strictly Come Dancing in Ice. Has anybody been watching Squid Game, or is it whatever it's called? I watched the last one last night or yesterday. If you've not watched it and you've got Netflix, then go and check it out. It's a rather interesting program. Came from South Korea. It's pretty good. It's not for the faint-hearted, but yeah. Right. Anyway, enough of that. It's all right. I wouldn't say it's certainly not my favourite game, but I've played a lot worse. I actually want to try. No, I don't want to try on the C64. I'm going to put on. I'm going to go back to the Amiga. If I can find my Amiga emulator. Oh, did I close it down? Why did I keep doing that? No, there it's there. I've just reopened it. Right. I'm going to put on the woeful Crazy Cars. The Crazy Cars was one of the Titus Software. These were one of these companies. They put out the first two racing games were probably the worst, some of the worst racing games you'll ever play. And then they brought the third one out, and it was actually really, really good, which was just mental when you consider how bloody awful these are. This might be a blessing if it doesn't load. I'm trying it on the A1200. I'm assuming that's not working because it's. We'll knock that down to the Amiga A500 and then we'll go again, see if it loads this time. No, it doesn't like that. Let's have a wee think. Let me try and get a disc version. I'm looking for game base, Commodore Amiga, games, right, crazy cars. Crazy cars. Oh, I saw it somewhere. There we go. Crazy cars. Right, both. Right, let's start. See if this works. Bit of disc noise is always reassuring. I used to forget how slow discs were back in the day. There again, it's quicker than loading a game in the PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4, so, or maybe not the PlayStation 5, because apparently they're pretty quick at loading. You wouldn't mind if it was actually worth it, but trust me, this is a pile of wank with a capital W. Pum 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 pum. I don't think there's not a key press. There we go. Yeah, listen to that music. You think, wow, this is going to be new gen. This is going to be absolutely awesome with that sound. Look at the graphics. And a bit of Joe Satriani. I don't know who it is. It's a generic rock guitar, which was prevalent in all the kind of early 16-bit race games. All that loading just for that. Right, Mercedes, right, whatever. There was a hell of a lot of loading, wasn't there? I'll just get that wee mouse pointer out the road. There we go. It doesn't actually give you any explanation as to what you're actually trying to do. Click fire to start. Challenge, look at that. You can tell the guy obviously loved deluxe paint. Right, here we go. And we're off. Look at the movement. I mean, it doesn't even... No, there's a slight... I was going to say there's not even any animation as you go round a corner. Now, it looks like we're driving through like some kind of lava-filled inferno from Lord of the Rings. You've got lava on either side of you. Now, interestingly with this game, maybe that's where the crazy bit comes in, you can jump by pressing the fire button. It's a very odd looking high score. Now, you know what, if they'd actually not used the really garish kind of graphics at the side, it might have actually looked a lot better. It just looks bloody horrendous. Let's be honest, who wants to drive a Mercedes in a racing game? You want to drive some kind of powerful car. Right, why can't I jump? I've only got... Oh, I can jump now. I'm trying... How do you jump? I'm not jumping anymore. You've only got a finite number of jumps per level, possibly. You know what, I'm maybe I'm maybe, you know what, I think I'm actually delusional. I don't think you can jump. I think the reason you jump is when you hit another car. Yeah, I think I'm talking pish. Yeah, there you go, that is crazy cars. And it is shit. Right, let's have a quick look at comments. OutRun on the Amstrad, so I just want to have a wee quick look. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Adam. Whoever did the graphics of this, obviously they just got a hooky copy of Amiga, what would you call it? Deluxe paint, right? Thank you, Ox. OutRun on the Amstrad. Tell you what, sorry, just before, since I'm in the Amiga one, I want to just try one other game which I remember has been awful, and it was this game, Turbo Cup. I just want to see if it's as bad as I remember it to be. Now, obviously, that bald bloke is a famous racing driver. Now, I can't even pronounce it. Lauraciel. They always had plenty not animated, plenty sort of digitized soundtracks. I can't even. What's that? Rainy. I don't know. Does anybody know who that guy is? He's not exactly a heartthrob, not like your Lewis Hamiltons of the day. Right, let's have a wee look. I don't speak French. Paul Ricard. The only time I've heard of that racetrack is in computer racing games. Right, now I remember thinking this was shit when I played it back in the day. It's not as bad as I remember. I mean, the animation, the movement's not bad. What I don't like about it is when you try and kind of corner, you're all over the bloody place. Why am I skidding like that? Kind of looks a bit like Road Blasters, actually. If they had just kind of toned it down a wee bit with the controls, it wouldn't have been a bad game. Looks like the timer's not working properly. Some of the digits are not working right. Anyway, listen, I just wanted to see that for myself. It's not as bad as I thought it was. It's still no Lotus Turbo Challenge, but yeah, not as bad as I remember it to be. Right, sorry, OutRun on the Amstrad. Let's give Amstrad Mania a little go. OutRun. Now, you could technically pick any version OutRun. OutRun by US Gold. There we go. Let's see if this is going to load. Yeah, I hope Dell's alright. It's not. Is Dell not tuned in yet? I'll message him later on. I think I spoke to him yesterday actually on Messenger. Can I not make this screen any bigger? I don't think I can, folks, unfortunately. So you're going to have to make do with this tiny little, tiny wee screen. Right, tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to knock the resolution off, yeah, that's number 2. I'm going to knock the resolution of this one down to 1084, and that will make it look a bit bigger. There we are, that's a wee bit bigger. Right, it looks glorious. It looks absolutely glorious from that screenshot. And we wait with bated breath. Yeah, listen, thanks very much to everybody that's tuned in tonight. This has probably been the biggest kind of audience I've had for quite a while. It's always nice to get people dropping in. If you're just new to the channel, I do normally put out, I usually try and put out, is this even loading? I usually try and put out, maybe I don't know, three videos a week. I always, well, most of the time I have a Sunday live stream, usually 7 o'clock until 7 till 9. I usually do a Friday waffle on a Friday, funnily enough, and I'll usually try and get a couple of games videos midweek. It just depends. It depends what's going on. Like I said, I've just had a lot of stuff personally to deal with the last kind of couple of weeks, so yeah, there's not been as much. Right, I don't think this is working. What I'm going to do, yeah, that looks. I think I should just stick to that when I'm doing a live stream. Right, where's my? There it's there. I'll try a different. Oh, wait a minute. How come that's letting me? Why is that letting me? Oh, that's weird. It's letting me resize it from there, but it didn't let me resize it earlier on. That's weird. Right, insert new disk image. We're looking for OutRun. OutRun, where are we? Where are we? Bink, let's see if this works. Evening BM to 2018. How are you, mate? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for saying hello. That's always nice. What is my channel about? I would probably say, I mean, because I'm an old fart. I'm 53, 54 tomorrow, folks. 54 on Tuesday, actually. 6 years of 60. Jesus God, how did that happen? Yeah, my sort of history with games is it's the early 8-bit machines, 16-bit machines. You know, I still got all the kind of new machines and all that, but my real love is the early days. The Commodore 64, the Spectrum, BBC, Atari, ST, all these kind of systems. That's where my love really does lie. But I do try and play other systems as well. You know what I mean? I just make some real shit videos, some daft videos. Some I'm quite proud of, some I'm not so proud of. But yeah, it's I would rather call myself a historian of games rather than a collector or anything. I just like talking about them. I like reminiscing and what have you, basking in nostalgia. Right, oh, hang on. Traffic control. What does traffic mean? Easy, normal. Oh, we're going to go for 3, so hopefully that'll mean we're going to have more. 3 joystick. That is a horrible colour scheme, by the way. 1 OutRun. Is OutRun not one word? I think it is. So for some weird reason in this game they've called it OutRun. Oh, we've got some noise. It's loading, I think. You're probably right, Panther. And we're off. Now see, I would argue and say that this looks shit. I think this actually looks quite nice. The movement is pretty good. It's quite smooth. It's certainly not fast. And there's a complete, is there not, can you not get music in this game? Did the Amstrad one not have the option for music? The thing is, as we all know, OutRun is it's an experience. I wouldn't really say it is a racing game, but it's more about, if you play the arcade one, it's all about the experience. I mean, I was down in London a couple of weeks ago, and I tied up with one of my friends, and we went to this pub that's got some arcade games. I don't know, where's high or low? I have no idea. Oh, there we go, right, we're into high. Yeah, I don't know why there's no noise or anything. And we went to this arcade in London. Well, it's a pub, it's got some arcade games. 4 quarters, I think they called it. And they actually had a sit-down OutRun. And my mate, he had a shot. He said he'd never played the arcade OutRun. And it was a sit-down one with the hydraulics. I'm sure there was something niggles me that there was a sit-down one that didn't have the hydraulics. Well, this one was a full boona, it had the full hydraulics, and it absolutely it transfers the game. You know, playing it on MAME, playing it on an arcade cabinet with a steering wheel, it just isn't the same. You've got to play it. You've got to play it on the proper hydraulics, where it's shifting you about. 4/4, Adam, yeah, where it's shifting you about from left to right. It is awesome. It's an experience to behold. It really is. So yeah, I mean this. I don't want to criticise it too much. It was always going to be an impossible task, but if you'd gone from playing the arcade one and then you get this, you'd be like, really? Evening, Stephen. How are you, buddy? Yeah. Right. Okay. That's OutRun. I mean, I think we could virtually say ditto for all these all the arcade. I don't think there was a decent port of OutRun. I think at a push, the PC Engine one might have been partly acceptable. Was it out in the Mega Drive? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, Stephen, we're concentrating on shite driving games. So if there's any shite driving games you want me to play, just give me a wee shout. Right. Anyway, right. Thanks, Ox. Right, C64 Chase HQ. Right. Okay. Chase, where are we? Chain of Fools, whatever that is. Chase, there we go, chain reaction. Get in the middle of a chain reaction. Right, Chase HQ by Ocean Tato. There we go. Right. Yeah, we'll play the original disc, I think. Now again, this is one of these games that, oh, doesn't like that. I need to cancel that. Okay, right, we'll just try play a game. This is one of these games, I never actually bought it at the time. And I don't think it's as bad as, I wouldn't say it's not as bad as people make out. Compared to the Spectrum, excuse me, compared to the Spectrum and Amstrad one, they were fantastic. They were really, really good. And this could have been a lot better. Right, hang on, what's going on? But as I was mentioning earlier on when I was playing Enduro Racer, when I play a bad game now that I remember being pish, when you play it now, it doesn't seem as pish, maybe because things have moved on so much. It's 40 years later, I don't know, but back in the day, you remember it being absolutely shit, right? Unlimited credits, nope. Right, okay, right. And we're off. Now that's strong words coming from Panther UK, because trust me, he is. I think he's not going to give me a hard time if I say he's a bit of a not a Spectrum. He's a bit of a. He's a Commodore fanboy. And he'll always side with the Commodore 64. But even he thinks that this is the worst version. I think what I don't like about it is the black graphics. Yeah, whilst it's not as bad as that woeful game we played earlier on, I can't even remember what the hell it was called, Rally Driver or something. Yeah, this just really lacks any form of speed. I mean, we're supposed to be doing, I would assume it's going to be kilometres, we're supposed to be doing 260 kilometres per hour, which is whatever it is. I have no idea what that is is it spacebar for turbo? There it is, turbo. There you go, we're doing 356. Now this game instantly becomes slightly better when you when you ramp up the speed of the emulator. That's one wonderful thing about emulation, you can just increase our speed. Yeah, I'm on the fence with this one. It's not a good racing game. I mean, I think I'd be an absolute fool to try and argue that it is. For me, I mean, the graphics for the car kind of look okay, and then it looks like they've taken the background graphics from the Spectrum and they've overlaid sprites. But then, as we know, the Spectrum and Amstrad 1 versions of this are absolutely phenomenal, so it's a weird one. It's a weird one. I don't know what kind of reviews this got. I certainly didn't buy this. I think I'd moved on to the Atari ST and that whatnot. Did this ever come out in the 16-bit machines? Actually, I can't even remember playing this on the Amiga or the ST. Yeah, it's a bit shit. I think it is. Oh. It just looks messy, and the fact that it's so slow, I'm sure they could have done like what they've done with Buggy Boy. They could have taken the essence of the game and made it into something that's actually playable. Oh, hang on, there's a sight in the target, and we've probably not even got enough time. Oh, there we go. Where's the target? Is it behind me? Where is he? Is it that white one? I thought it was. Oh, it's this one. The white sports car. Now wait a minute, is it me or look at the clock? The clock is going down at a really, really slow rate. That's not going down in normal seconds. Right, enough of that. That is shit. Now the thing is, you go like that, and then you go to 200%, and it instantly becomes playable. Look at that, wonderful. Apart for the sound. You see, that looks fairly acceptable. That's what it should have been like. Well, it sounds like you've got some chickens in the car, some little chicks. Right, anyway, enough of that. That is bollocks. Right, let's have a wee look. I'm just looking for the list again. I think Ox did post them further down. Chase HQ, right. Tiger Shark. Tiger Shark, is that a racing game? How are we doing for time? 25 past. Tiger Shark. I'm not familiar with this one at all. Tiger Shark. Right, I'm not seeing Tiger Shark. I can't see it. Tiger Force. Is it called Tiger Shark? I certainly can't see it. Tiger Claw, Tiger Heli. Ah, you know what? I didn't even realise. Oh, that's been created with a shoot 'em up construction kit. No, I'm not seeing Tiger Shark. I think it must be called something else. Right, Fire and Forget. Oh god, yeah, that's another Titus game, I think. Right, okay, we'll give that a go. Right, oh, that's a bit too big for the screen. What we're looking for. Fire and Forget. Again, it was another one of these games. I mean, they had they had all these multiple sequels, and if you look at the screenshots, I mean, look at these screenshots. They do look impressive. You'd be like, wow, that looks bloody awesome. got a text or somebody, I don't actually know who this is. Alright, okay, I know who it is. That's fine, I'll talk to him later on. Right, fire and forget. And that's quite literally the advice you need to take. Trust me, I'm playing this so you don't have to. Why is that? No, that's a disc, it's not a... Level 1. Yeah, it's got some really substandard sampling going on there. Right, please choose your conflict. Prepare for battle. Now this has got all the ingredients of what should be a good game. How do you start? How do you fire? Oh, there we go. Now the problem with this is, look at the frame rate. I mean, things just glitch into view. If this was smooth, if this had a really nice frame rate, it would probably be alright. Well, again, they've gone for that horrible deluxe paintbrush effect thing at the side. Why couldn't they try and put in some trees? They're like a lot of games on the Amiga, they were just the early games on the Amiga, they were all just kind of straightforward ports. Oh, there we go, invasion level. You can actually, it doesn't actually tell you what you've got the option to move across the world, but it doesn't actually tell you what kind of level you're getting into. But like I said, they made Crazy Cars 1, Crazy Cars 2. They made this. I mean, look at it. It's just like jump, jump, jump. 2 frames a second. They made Fire and Forget. They made Fire and Forget 2, and then they brought out American, or whatever it was called, Crazy Cars 3, and it was bloody awesome. It was absolutely awesome. It was one of my favourite racing games. I mean, as much as I loved the Lotus games on the Amiga, American. I think it came out. I think in America it was called American, I don't know, Road Race or something like that. Yeah, anyway, that's Fire and Forget, and like I says, it's best to try and forget it. Right, next, Fire and Forget Motor Mania. Now, see, I'm going to dispute that, because again, it was a game I just had. It was nostalgic for me. This was one of the first. This was one of the real early games that I got, and I played it. It was a game I just played so much. Motor Mania. There you go, audiogenic. Goodness, this is taking me back. Oh, I mean, I can do full screen with this one, can't I? There we are. Oh, you know what? Alright, it's working now. Unlimited cars. It's mental to think that a game that was such a kind of awful game from 1983 that somebody in 2006 actually wanted to hack. That is mental. No sprite. What's the point of what is the point of that? No. Motor Mania, you're about to embark on a thrilling cross-country car rally. Your car is tanked up and ready to go. What does number 1 mean? What does that mean? Space to continue. Alright, C to exit. Right, okay. C to exit. Oh, Commodore key to exit. There we are. Yes, there we are. That's the title screen. Now, you don't really turn as much. You just shift from left to right. It's as basic as they come. I mean, you're going in a bend, you can literally just sit in the middle of the road like that, and you don't actually have to turn. But you know what, for such a basic looking game, I love this. It was really good fun. It was quite a challenge to try and, you know, obviously get a high score. Forward to accelerate. Whoops. Yeah, the cars, for some reason, the cars want to stay in their lane. Obviously, the scrolling's not, well, I'm saying there's not really any scrolling, it's just these little white lines that kind of come down the screen. But yeah, position yourself in the middle of the screen, sort of like that. Well, obviously you need to move when there's another car comes along. Oh, why did I stop there? Avoid the rolling rocks. Bollocks. I don't know what that's meant to be. Is that a fire engine? I think it is. But you know, when I first got this, I just thought it was bloody awesome having an arcade game that I could play at home. It was great. I don't know what that's meant to be. Is that some kind of mushroom or something, or is it a decapitated head possibly? Using some of the filters in the SID chip, I think, for that kind of sound effect. I actually thought the engine sound was actually quite good. No, bollocks. Right, anyway, want to get through them. That is Motor Mania. Yeah, it's a basic game. I mean, 1982. It's not Drive Club, put it that way. Right, next is Cisco Heat. Yeah, we need to get Shirley Muldowney's Top Fuel Challenge. I've never heard of that one. That is a mouthful and a half. Said the nun to the bishop. Cisco Heat. Cisco. Cisco. Right, why can't I see Cisco Heat? Come on, help me out, folks, help me out. Helps if I can actually spell. There we go, Cisco Heat, yeah. Now again, you're going to, let's have a quick look at the original. No, I don't want to load the original tape. No, we don't want that. Let's look at the cover. Now that does look pretty damned exciting. Look at it. They've even got a photograph of the actual cab. I've never seen it. I've never seen the arcade version of that. I mean, I've played it in MAME, obviously. I mean, that does an all-American police car race. What else have we got? Advert. Let's see what it says. Centre of Society has been cordoned off in readiness for the annual police race. Take your wheel of your high-powered police car as famous areas of San Francisco flash by with exciting realism, apparently. Golden Gate Bridge, Fisherman's Wharf, Chinatown, and many more as you head for the finishing line at Treasure Island. With 5 levels to tackle, only the top car class drivers can make it. Excuse me, so hit the gas pedal and race for glory. Now, obviously, yep, this is the advert, and it's got... Does it actually tell you there? I mean, is that... I don't know, what if that's a... I don't remember seeing a motorbike in it. Does it actually tell you? No, it doesn't have... It's not got the wee disclaimer. Other versions may vary. Right, anyway, right, let's get this bad boy loaded. Okay. Remember, the disclaimer is I did not pick any of these games. It's all your fault. Right, get a bit of turbo going. Bank. See end sequence. Why would you want to play a game and instantly watch the end sequence? Tell you what, let's just watch the end sequence. There you go. That was worth waiting for. I assume I've got to reload it. Yeah, that's the end sequence. You get a picture of, I don't know, it looks like copy and paste of the 3 policemen. And it's got a real shitty star-spangled banner version as well. Right, let's get the game loaded again. Alt-D, Alt-W. No, we don't want to see the end sequence. Like unlimited time. No, no. Right, okay. Programmed by ICE software. Right, here we go. It looks good up until now. And it starts. And you're like, what the hell? Can't even see what's speed. What? How? Alright, I've got 2 gears. There we go. Why have I stopped? Why have I stopped? Look at that update. Can you imagine how gutted you would be? I mean, there's not even any sprite scaling going on. It's literally, it's like playing a game that's made with bits of cardboard. They appear for like 2 frames. It's absolutely uncontrollable as well. Oops. Now, I don't know about you, but I've yet to see Fisherman's Wharf or Chinatown. I'm actually eager to see the Golden Gate Bridge. I should have actually put it on infinite time. I want to see the Golden Gate Bridge. You'll notice there's not even, when you turn, the landscape doesn't even turn. I mean, it kind of moves up and down a wee bit. It's impossible to know if you're in first gear or high gear or low gear. Oh, hang on, got a junction. Right, anyway. That is shit. Yeah, that is. We're not even going to bother playing hard driving, I don't think. We know that's crap. I'm really interested to play this one. Something niggles me that somebody mentioned this one before. Even the name. Shit, there we go. Shirley Muldowney's Top Fuel Challenge. Oh, this is interesting. This was actually programmed by the guy that did Aztec Challenge, and it's got graphics by Paul Norman. Obviously, he did Forbidden Forest. Now, it looks like a drag racing game. The drag racing, it's like beanbag juggling. It's not a sport or a pastime that anybody outside America would want to do. It's completely alien. It's like cricket to Scots people. It's utterly alien. Some people might say that football's utterly alien to Scots people, but anyway. Right. No, okay, we'll see the title, shall we? I just know that this game is going to be. Oh, that water tastes a bit off. I think I was drinking from the wrong bottle there. Right, let's get going. I just know this is going to be utterly impossible to try and play. Has anybody ever tried to play? Is it drag racing on the Atari 2600? Time's up. You've been disqualified. We're not even started yet. What's going on? Some other racer wins this event. Move stick to continue. Right, come on. Go qualify. Let's just jump in. Press and hold in clutch. You let the engine stall. Maintain engine at 1,000 or higher. Move stick to continue. Right, apparently Shirley Muldowney, I take it she must be some big cheese when it comes to this particular sport. Right, come on. I have not got a bloody clue what I'm trying to do here. Right, go qualify. Oh, have I got to move track? How do I do maintenance? Right, I need to do some track maintenance. Good golly, I have no idea. Right, you know what? I'm going to throw the towel in that one, I think, because we can't even get the damn game started. Cisco Heat Top Fuel Challenge. Now these are all in the C64, I notice. top. Now there's a top fuel eliminator. Is that it? Ah, top. Yeah, I'm assuming that's it. Whoever said it means top fuel eliminator. This is by Activision. Oh, another infernal drag racing game, unfortunately. Right, Control D, and then best check. Oh, hang on a wee second. Sorry, I've just had a quick text. Oh, thank you very much, Stephen. Thank you very much, buddy. Listen, because because you've done that, I will play China Minor just to finish off. Thank you very much. That is very, very kind. Oh, Stephen, please, please stop donating like that. Honestly, there's absolutely no need for that, but it is massively appreciated. Thank you very much. That is very kind. Thank you. Right, I'll play this one. I said that I'm going to finish. I'll get to 5 to 9, and then I'll play China Minor. But thank you very much, Stephen. That is very, very kind of you, mate. Thank you. But please, there's absolutely no. It's whilst I do appreciate anyone that does give me anything at all, there is no obligation at all. And Stephen, please, please stop doing that. There's no need at all. But it is massively appreciated. Thank you so much. Right, how can I can't even start this. Right, I don't know what's going on. Right, why can't I get past this? Evening, Sandy. Right, I can't get past this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with that. Ah, hang on. Escape. Right, okay. Yeah, nah, I mean, we'll continue. We'll get up to 5 to 9, I said, and then I'll give China Minor a go. Come on, alternate W. Yeah, the problem is, Stephen, because I'm I need to kind of see the list of games. I need to see the list of games that I don't kind of keep up to date with the current things. Right, this isn't doing anything. Right, you know what? I'm going to bail on this one. I don't know what's going on with it. It's not even doing anything. So, right, anyway, where are we? Let's get back to the list. I'm just looking for the list, right? Motor Mania. Richard Petty's Talladega. God, it's all these Americans, isn't it? I do remember playing this. Richard, there we go. Right. Yeah, this is another Cosme game programmed by the same guy, Robert T. Bonifacio. Right, okay, let's get this going. W. Electroglide, that was a game that used to... I can't remember, actually. I honestly can't remember if this was good or bad. I don't think it got that good reviews. Skip the intro, yes. I don't think Zap really liked it that much. Alright, here we go. Move stick back for a level choice. Push forwards and hold fire button. Try... Oh, wait a minute. How do we do that? Right, and we're off. I do remember playing this game. Now, see, I don't think this is actually bad at all. This reminds me very much of, I don't think I played this, but there was one that was very similar. Was it the Great American Road Race, which I think was by Activision, and it, no pun intended, but it had a similar kind of gaming engine. That's alright. I would definitely argue that is not a bad racing game. Some bizarre little sound effects. There's a lot going on. There is a bit of skill involved. Oh, wait a minute, do you push? I'm just trying to figure out here. Pushing. Doing the fire button does accelerate, but pressing forwards seems to kind of do some sort of boost. Yeah, it kind of does a kind of turbo thing. Seeing a lot of cars on screen, which I like. Kaboom! Nothing wrong with that at all. I would say that that's actually not a bad. It's quite a basic little game, but it's fun nevertheless. Right, come out of that, and okay, how are we doing for time? It's 10-2. Right, we'll play another couple of games, and I say since Stephen's been very kind, I'm going to play China Minor as the last one. Right, thank you very much, Ox Electroglide. Electroglide. I remember seeing pictures of this. I remember this was a game that it came out on the it came out for the 8-bits, and not the 8-bits. It came out in Atari, and it did look really nice. But I don't think there's much of a game. Right, where's Electra? Can anyone see Electroglide? There we go. Right, by English. So yep, English software. Programmed by. Did this get released as a budget game? Possibly. I know it was a full price game on the Atari. Evening Retro Rewind, how are you, buddy? Right. Run stop to start. The first fantasy racing epic. Apparently you're playing as a part of Jason from Halloween. Unlimited time. Nope. Oh, there we go. Alright, moving the joystick left does that, moving it right does that. I have no idea what that's actually doing. Space, fire button. Right, and I'm off. Now you see, it does give a really good impression of speed. It's smooth. Is that because there's no other cars on the screen, possibly? So it's not really so much a racing game, is it? Is there any other cars on the screen? What the hell happened there? Stephen, please listen. There's absolutely no need to keep making donations. I'm going to finish off with China Minor because you've been very kind doing that. But please, please stop giving me money. There's absolutely no need. Please, I mean that. Let me just. We're going to finish this one, and then we'll have a game of China Minor. But thank you so much. But please, there's absolutely no need to keep doing that. Yeah, I would kind of debate that this. I mean, what is a race game? I suppose a race game, you could say, a race game to me is not about getting from A to B as quick as possible. It's about racing other people, racing opponents, and I would kind of argue that this isn't that. Certainly a nice looking game. Yeah, if I had a few cars, I mean, you know, it would be nice. I have no idea. I'm assuming I'm trying to avoid that thing. Yeah, it kind of feels, I was going to say, feels kind of more Wipeout, but yeah, the lack of any opponents to me, I think, is it makes it like quite a boring game to play, to be fair. And I'm about to run out of time. Yeah, it is a very, very impressive looking. It does give a good feeling of speed. Right, listen, it's almost time to go home anyway. So listen, I'm just going to. I know it's a racing stream, but you know, Stephen has been very, 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 very kind. So at the very least, let's finish off with China Minor. And I don't think anybody would mind me playing China Minor because it's a bit of a. I know I've kind of given up playing it, but I think if I remember rightly, I think I got to the furthest ever screen the last time I played it. I have not played it since then, so it'll be interesting to see how pish I am at it. So yeah, just to finish off, cheers Kevin, take care buddy. Right, where are we? But yeah, listen Stephen, there is no need to, you know, there's no need to keep giving me money like that, you know. I do try and stick to a particular stream, and I try not to deviate, but you know, you have been very, very kind, you know, and that's much appreciated. Right, China Minor to finish off just for Stephen. I'm just going to play one game of it. Hopefully I'm going to get far, but we'll see. Alternate D, and then there we go. Right. Yeah, take care, Kevin. Right, press that. And high score saver. There we are. My goodness, it's yeah, it's like old days, isn't it? Can I ask you, Stephen, do you like this game because I used to play it? Or do you like it because you like it? Muscle memory. Oh, made an arse of that. That was lucky. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody did enjoy me playing it. And to be fair, I always played it to finish off with. And I just basically got fed up with playing it. So far so good. I'm just trying to remember. This is the bit that used to always get me. There we go. That's fine. Oh! Ah! I rushed it. Blame Mr. Emoz. It's all his fault. The funny thing was, when I used to play this to finish off every stream, it was always the thumbnail that appeared in the video, so I think people thought that I didn't play any other game besides this game. Bloody lucky. Ow! Damn! What am I doing, you bloody fool? Thanks, Kevin. Ah, bollocks! Exactly the same part. Come on, let's do it! I think I've got to go right to the very, very end of that platform, like that. Ah, bollocks! Right, listen guys, I'm going to have to bail out. It's 9 o'clock, so listen, thank you very much to every single person that's tuned in tonight. It's been really appreciated. It's been good to be back again. Hopefully I will be back next Sunday as normal. You know, it's been great having everybody back. Thank you very much to Stephen. That's been very, very kind of you. You know, much appreciated. So listen guys, I hope you have a decent week. I'll hopefully get out a couple of videos if I can this week. And yeah, just finally guys, take care. Thank you very much for watching.